What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast for the first episode in our coverage of Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. Pretty excited about this game. It's kind of a weird thing for me, though, because I've been playing Deus Ex now since, like, back in the day. I played the original, and the original, like, blew my mind when it first came out. It was one of those things that I think I was probably, I don't know, maybe 16 or so when the first one came out, 15 or so? Not really sure, but it was like one of those games where I was just enamored with the sheer amount of choice and the ridiculous amount of ways you could approach the game and still succeed. And so anyways, I enjoyed the last game as well, Human Revolution. I didn't play it until it was like $5 on Steam sale, but that's because I was in college at the time, and so I've been very, very excited about playing the sequel with you all here today. I have a good and shiny, steamy preview copy that the developers have been kind enough to send over. So, without further ado, I'm sure you don't want to hear me blather on at all. Let's play some Deus Ex, shall we? We'll probably just put it on, as far as difficulty goes, I'm not a big hardcore guy. Like, I'd be perfectly fine with just, like, give me a challenge. Give me, I never asked for this. You only live once. If you die, you have to start from the beginning. Oh, that's brutal, especially, okay, so if you don't know what Deus Ex is, it's a cyberpunk futuristic stealth game, essentially, where, well, I mean, you don't have to play it as stealth, but when things go wrong in this game, they go really, really wrong. That's a gnarly difficulty right there. That's like a super brutal thing. Alright, let's just go this way. You can enjoy Deus Ex Mankind Divided as a standalone experience. You can also relive the events of Human Revolution, which took place 2 years prior by watching a 12-minute recap video. Do you want to watch the recap video now? No, but I will post it as a separate video so you guys can watch it if you want to, so that you can catch up, okay?
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are ya?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding? That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. But 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, Things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his gin crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the gin from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
Do I want to do so? One of the big choices you always have to make in Deus Ex is whether you want to go non-lethal or whether you go lethal. And really, it's kind of a choice in styles, and it does affect certain things in the game. In general, I don't think it affected the totality of the last game, but it did change the way that people viewed you. If you were like a ruthless slaughtering machine, then people like brought it up later on down the line. But if you were non-lethal all the time, it tended to like limit the amount of blowback you would take from like the decisions you made and who you're going to help and whatnot. Let's go. Whatever. We're dealing with terrorists.
Exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Let's take a revolver. That's what we need. We need like a dirty Harry gun. Make people respect us when you whip that chrome out and it just goes shing, and it comes out of your jacket. They be like, "Damn, that's a big gun." Got like that Chiappa Rhino like 100 DS. You know what I mean?
Never was one to play the odds. Give me something I can use up close.
You got it. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your happy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
See, like, why go in head first? Was that just for style? Because obviously he had to right himself to land on his feet with the little energy thing, so I don't know. Are we just grandstanding now? I've never grandstanded before. Normally mine is kind of like a moderate standing.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Alright, so we can shift to sprint. There we go. There it is. As far as that's concerned, doesn't look like there's anything down here that wants to, like, murder me. So maybe, what is this right here? Ooh, there's a gate. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Looks like it's a little bit out of the way. What's going on inside of here? Oh, there's a dead dude. Let's go ahead and search him for any loot we can get out. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. I wanted to search him. He's got a credit chip, so we made a little bit of cash right there. Who said we're not above looting the dead? What is this, a triangle code? Added a database. Triangle code. What does that do? Use the Deus Ex Universe phone app to scan this triangle code. Oh, so they want me to have a phone app. Okay. I don't know how that helps me right now, but I'm sure it does something along the line. Sorry, pal. It looks like you're not going to make it. Can I pick up this big... Oh, I thought that was like a big-ass plumbing wrench over there. What about this hammer? Can I pick up this hammer and hit somebody with it? I mean, I'm still going to try and be stealthy. I'm going to try and choke people out. But you guys saw how it went when I played Sticks. When I played Sticks, it was very, very difficult for me to be stealthy, and so I tended to mess it up pretty quickly. So far, we appear to be clear. These guys over here are taking giant shipments of fans that are very, very rounded off ninja stars. It says they're from Flying Stars, so maybe that's what they are. The maximum exporter of ninja star accessories. Okay. So that works about as well as I expected it to work. I wanted to get a feel for the throwing before we actually get ourselves into action so that I know what I'm dealing with here. It's been a long time since I played the last...
Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Alright, sorry about that cut. I was putting in subtitles. Because I know you guys like them. I forgot about them. And while most of the stuff appears to be subtitled already, it looks like they're avoiding the things that Jensen says. And since the things that Jensen say tend to be the funniest and they tend to be the most pertinent, maybe we should have him subtitled, you know? It's like we can go up this ladder. There's a dead dude right there. Oh, we can loot on the ladder. We got a pocket secretary. Okay, we'll take that. What does this have? Everyone has gone crazy. I was working on the fan system when we lost power. Stuck in here. But I think that means they can't get at me. They're killing everybody, and they started screaming and attacking everything that moved. Where are you? If you can, make it up to the storage area on the roof. It's caged in, but you should be safe there. I might even have some medical supplies. Door code is 4801. Be safe, friend. Okay. So we've got access to what appears to be a medical crate. Can I jump off of this to some of these ledges? Or is that not an option that's available? God, I hate seagulls. They're the worst. It doesn't look like there's actually anything down there, so I'll probably just leave it alone. It is cool that we could loot, though, off the side. Let's get low real fast. And on our way out here, we've got a throwable toolbox. See, things keep lighting up, and I'm following, like... Baldur's Gate rules, where if something is illuminated, that means that, like, I want it. It looks like I'm about to move these boxes over here. Let's move some boxes, then. Heavy plastic crate. Move that over there. I don't want to trigger and let anybody know that I'm here. That's the last thing I need is for my enemies to be triggered right now. Do we have access to anything sexier in here? Just a dangling ass chain making a bunch of noise. Alright, we'll climb up to here. Space and hold forward. Oh my god, that was a leap right there. Gee, oh, there's a dead guy. Hold on. I need the loot of the dead. If I don't have the loot of the dead... Oh, man, you don't have any loot, bro? How you gonna do me like that? How you gonna do me like that? We got a hypostim injector. What does that do? Let's see here. Tab to open your inventory. Use the mouse to select an item. And then the objects. And then cycle between inventory. Okay. That makes sense. Gotcha. So it looks like we actually have access to... We've got crafting, so we've got things that we can make. We've actually got our main missions going on. We've got our personal augmentations, which I'll probably have to go through at a secondary time because honestly, I think it probably just gave us whatever. It looks like they're not going to pull the standard thing that they do in RPGs when there's a sequel where they nerf you back down to level 1. It looks like we actually started up with a bunch of the augmentations from the first game, so that'll be nice to have. We have a supercharger by activating. Okay. Alright. Yep, we got access to all kinds of stuff, and we are going to try and make it shine for us. This little light of mine and all that. Climb on up that way. Let's just stay on the move. Is there anything down and in there? No, there's nothing inside the cement mixer, cement lifter bucket thing. We have no targets yet. Although I'm hoping that we'll find some. I need to put some holes in somebody, like, right now. Alright, to open the augmentation wheel. I've got Typhoon. I've got Smart Vision. And I've got glass shield cloaking. Okay. And then I've got leg silencers as well. Those more than likely cost me. Let's give this to assign slot 4. Wait, that's slot 4? Which one's 1? Oh, that's 3 down at the bottom. Okay, so we'll call that 1. That's weird. I don't like that. Yeah, that's really weird. So it goes like 1, 2, then it crosses, and then it comes back. That's strange. Why wouldn't it just go clockwise or like counterclockwise? Threw me off. F1 to activate Smart Vision. Smart Vision activated. Smart Vision highlights elements that you can interact with. Well, interact I shall. Does it actually put like everything on here? It shows me breakable walls too. Okay. So we got a structural weakness on this side. What does this want from me? I can sort items, tab to quick industry, tap tab to access the inventory. Okay. So that'll allow me to put things. I'll have the pistol on 1. We'll put grenades on 2 for now. Actually, we'll keep grenades. What am I even rocking right now? Like, how do I get... Does it have like a little fold-out menu? A frag grenade. There we go. Frag grenades and smoke grenades. Okay, so we got frag grenades already. I'll probably try to put those out whenever I get the chance. Looks like our energy level does stabilize. So I'm going to go with Smart Vision for right now. Something that'll give me a bit of a chance if I see enemies around. So we got enemies over there. Doesn't appear to be much on this side. When I play this game, you guys just have to get used to the fact that I'm a bit of a completionist. Like, I like to look around and, like, scan through everything. I'm not the kind of person that's going to skip rooms or anything of that nature. I really, really, really prefer... Let's go ahead and turn that off real quick, and we'll see how it recharges. I don't know if we have a maximum recharge or how that's going to play out. So it doesn't look like there's much over here. Although Deus Ex is the kind of game... Yeah, there we go right there. So what does this do? Oh. There's an electrical hazard right there. Okay. Let's turn that off. We might be able to use that as a trap to our benefit a little bit later. Got a dead guy over here. He had a pocket secretary. So let's go ahead and loot that. And then while we're waiting, let's go ahead and see what it says on it. It says, Connor, our investors are getting nervous. Some of them have begun to seriously consider cutting their losses and pulling out of the project. Hell, if it was my money, I'd do the same thing. I'm fairly certain that the Desert Jewel is not going to be completed by the delivery date. And I don't have to remind you that this would be the 5th time that we've missed a date and what that'll mean. I need a way out before Wahab Tahir sinks. I need your help, Connor. Can you meet? I'll be in New York on the 10th. Okay, kill my goggles real fast. It looks like I can climb up right here. I do like the way it like auto jumps to the height that you need to jump to, just based on... I mean, it helps with the... So in this game, you're supposed to be heavily augmented. You're basically supposed to be more machine than man. It would make sense that you would use scanning systems and whatnot to allow you to get around there. I think that this gives us an aerial advantage if we want to have one. But shocking them to death might just be simpler. I don't know. Let's go ahead and kill that. We've essentially got wall hacks right now. We've got a keypad, which is disabled. We got to restore power. Oh, okay. Alright, that makes sense. I got you. I know what they want me to do now. So we'll turn that on. We'll go up and around this way. I'll fall off a ledge because I'm a noob like that. Sneak in through right here. And I was actually thinking I was going to use that maybe as a booby trap when I draw them into this room. Seemed like it might be useful. So the keypad is back up. We got to figure out how to hack this thing. It's a security rating. We get 5 attempts. So use the mouse to navigate in between nodes. Press C to capture nodes. And we need to get to there. Okay. Let's go ahead and capture. We'll fortify right there. That's already been fortified. We will fortify right there as well. It's going to take us a bit longer to get that one captured, but it should be alright. And then now that we're here, we'll go ahead and we'll capture the registry node. And that'll be that. We've been access granted. Now, these get very, very difficult later on in the game. I remember struggling with some of them to the point where I would pre-save before I would go in because, like I said, I'm a completionist like that, and it bugs me when I can't get into stuff. I don't want to wait till my next playthrough or whatever. Registry breach. Device has been unlocked. So we're good right there. We got it on the first try, and we are apparently now a script kitty. It's okay. I like kitties. Kitties are cute. They purr. Follow the green holograms to receive tutorial instructions about various game mechanics. Experiment without any consequences. You can reset or exit anytime. Learn about moving to cover, cover swapping, and okay. Move to the green hologram. F makes us take cover. And then if we wanted to shift cover. Okay. It's not like the... That makes sense. I'm going to move to here. But I'm kind of suspicious. Oh. It wants me to go to right there. I'm sure we don't want to knock shit down while we do this, so going over the top is probably not the best plan. Alright, and we will reset it real fast. Oh. There we go. We're good. Let's go ahead and take cover back here. We got two guys on this side. We're probably going to want to make sure that guy does not see us. Let's go ahead and run up to this cover right here. Run up to this cover. I'd like to watch this dude because I don't know what he's going to do. But it looks like we might have some clearance. So I can knock him down. Let's go ahead and we'll knock him out. I don't want to kill anybody just yet. I'm going to try and keep the kills to a minimum for right now. We're going to pick up the pistol. We're going to search him. We'll get the brass royals. And takedowns have an energy cost, but they're not available for the minimum energy threshold is not full. Lethal are more noisy and run a higher risk creating disturbances, but they completely neutralize an NPC. Non-lethal are less noisy, so the risk for disturbance is lower. However, a lot of NPCs will be woken up by allies. Okay. Can I pick you up? I would prefer to move you somewhere that's not like directly in the line of sight here. Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna have time. Oof. Alright, so give me something to work with here. Has he just not noticed that his friend is missing? That's fine, I don't really care. Stealth mechanics are always gonna be a little flawed in games like this. So there's a guy down there. We are going to have to figure out a way to take down his homie over here. Hopefully he's got bad peripheral vision. I don't know. I'm not going to dedicate to anything just yet. Smart vision appears like it's going to be my best friend on this one. It does look like we have other places we can go. What is that right there? A throwable paint bucket. Okay, so the pattern is that he walks over there, the other guy walks slightly ahead. If we're going to take this guy, we got to do it while it's silent, though. And then we'll move the body back down here around the corner. Oh, I don't need energy right now. Oh, yeah, it looks like the recharge is diminished each time that we use it. So that'll take some effort to get used to as well. I don't want to overuse my cells. Instead, maybe we can flicker it a little bit. Or I can just use that right there to see if I have a view of what's going on. So he's coming around that way. His view cone looks a little weaker than sneaking back here. We don't have to take everybody. Like, we can sneak around him if we really, really need to. We may actually have to take this guy like so. Get him while he's down the hallway, basically. Get the pistol ammo. I need to be acutely aware of what this guy's going to pull over here. Just to make sure that when this dude goes down, he goes down. Ooh. Okay, we don't have the energy cost right now. Let's go back. We're going to search. Oh, wow. There's all kinds of nooks and crannies up in here, ain't there? Well, I'm not entirely convinced we even need to knock anybody out then. If we can just jump straight up into here and not give a damn. That's pretty cool. All right. So we got cardboard boxes and whatnot. Probably not going to use those for anything. Doesn't look like the room has anything that I want. So let's go ahead and we'll just work our way across the ceiling. I don't think it's really going to matter. I think we're in pretty good shape right now. Although, I wouldn't be against taking one of these guys when he comes down and around the corner, because it looks like we might have access to loot over here. So he goes back that way, and yes, he does have a view of us. Can we get up here? Do we have the jumps to make that happen? Because there's definitely loot right there. It's one of those energy cell rechargy things. Oh, this actually gets us inside the room. Is that door chain link or is it solid? We can actually hide, though. Okay, so the next time he rotates it down, we're going to have him... We're going to jump down in here. We're going to take a look at some of the loot, and then we're just going to hide behind the cabinet over there, and that'll be good enough. And then hopefully we can make the jump from the ground level back up to the top part right here. Man, why are you checking the cage so much, bro? Dedicated to your job. That's okay.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
So is that like all that we had down here? If we got a cabinet right here, I'd like to search it. Oh, let's get back behind. I thought I gave myself away when I jumped down. Luckily, it looks like it's behind a blocked door, so he can't actually get inside of here. We're gonna have to wait him out, though. And then we'll figure out how we want to bypass all this. Some of these patrols look like they're not going to be readily, like, defeatable sometimes. So we just got to be careful about the way we go through all this. There we go. We got a hypo stim injector. We got a lock with some pistol ammo, which for some reason comes in a cylinder, like a beer can. But hey, what do I know about anything? My name is Splattercat. This is the first coverage of Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I will see you all in future episodes. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. I'm going to try and drop a couple episodes on you a day. It's difficult for me to keep up with the workload sometimes, but I'm going to try and get it done. All right, I will see you all next time we meet. Check out the game down below if you wanted to get it for yourself and you don't want to spoil it here. And if you do want to spoil it here, I'll see you next time. Hi-do.